everyone. Welcome back to Explore English Podcast, your favorite place to learn real, useful English through natural, everyday conversations. I am Hina.
And I am Sam. And Hina, something happened to me yesterday, and I have not stopped thinking about it.
Good something or bad something?
Confusing something. So I was at a gathering yesterday, and someone asked me to introduce myself in English in front of everyone.
Okay, and?
And Hina, I speak English every single day. I listen to English podcasts, I watch English shows. I have been learning for years.
Yes?
And the moment that person asked me to speak in front of everyone, my mind went completely blank. Completely. Like someone had switched off the lights inside my head.
Oh, Sam.
It is not funny. I just stood there for what felt like a very long and very public 3 seconds, and then said something so basic I wanted to disappear.
Okay, I am sorry. I am not laughing at you. I am laughing because I have been in that exact same situation, and it is the most specific kind of terrible feeling in the world.
Right? You know everything, and suddenly you know nothing.
Yes. And the worst part is, the more you panic about the blank, the blanker it gets.
Exactly. And then afterwards I kept thinking, why does this happen? I know English. Why does my brain just abandon me the moment I actually need it?
Sam, you just described something that millions of English learners feel, and almost nobody talks about honestly.
What do you mean?
The stress, the anxiety, the fear around speaking English. It is so common and so real, and yet most people think it is just them. They think everyone else is fine, and they are the only one freezing up.
Yes. I genuinely thought there was something wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with you. And today, that is exactly what we are talking about. Why are we all so stressed about learning English? Where does that fear come from? And what can we actually do about it?
I came in here feeling embarrassed about yesterday. And now I feel like we're about to have a very important conversation.
We really are. Okay, so let us start at the beginning. Why do so many people feel stressed about English specifically? Not maths, not cooking, not driving, English.
I think because English feels personal in a way other skills do not. When you make a mistake in maths, nobody judges your intelligence the same way. But when you speak English badly, people sometimes look at you differently.
Yes. There is a social layer to language that does not exist with most other skills. Language is how you express who you are. So when your language feels broken, it can feel like you feel broken.
And that is such an unfair feeling because you are not broken at all. You are just learning.
Exactly. But that feeling is very real for so many people. And I think it starts very early. For a lot of learners, their first experience of English was in a classroom, where mistakes meant embarrassment.
Yes. The teacher asks a question, you answer wrong, everyone hears it, some people laugh, and from that moment, something changes.
Your brain starts connecting English with danger, with the possibility of public embarrassment. And once that connection is made, it is very hard to undo.
So every time you try to speak English after that, your brain is not just trying to find the right words. It is also managing that old fear at the same time.
Yes, you are doing two things at once, speaking and defending yourself from potential embarrassment. And that is exhausting.
That explains so much, actually. Because it never feels like just speaking. It always feels like a performance with stakes.
And the higher the stakes feel, the worse the blank gets.
So, what is the solution? Just speak anyway and hope for the best?
Well, not quite. But honestly, there is something to that. The fear of speaking English does not go away by studying more grammar. It goes away by speaking more English, even badly, even imperfectly.
But that is the trap. You do not want to speak because you are afraid of making mistakes. But you cannot get better without speaking. So you stay stuck.
Yes, and that cycle is where so many people live for years, studying and never feeling ready to actually speak.
Because ready never fully comes.
Never. Ready is not a destination. It is a feeling that arrives after you have already started, not before.
That is actually a really important thing to hear. Because I think most people are waiting to feel confident before they speak. But confidence comes from speaking, not the other way around.
Exactly. Every time you speak English and survive it, even when it is awkward, even when you make mistakes, your brain learns a little bit more that English is safe.
So you are literally training your brain to relax around English by using English.
Yes, and it does not have to be perfect for it to count. A stumbled sentence still counts. A conversation where you forgot half the words still counts. You showed up and you tried, and your brain registered that as safe.
Okay, but what about the judgment? Because I think a big part of the fear is not just making mistakes, but being judged for them.
Right. And here is something that genuinely helps when I think about it. Most people are far too busy thinking about their own performance to pay much attention to yours.
That is both reassuring and slightly sad.
It is both. But it is true. When you are speaking English and you stumble, you feel like everyone noticed. But most people in the room were busy thinking about what they were going to say next.
So the audience we fear is mostly imaginary.
Mostly. And the people who do notice your mistakes are usually not judging you. They are often quietly impressed that you are even trying.
Because trying to speak a second language in front of others is actually a brave thing to do.
It really is. And I think English learners forget that. They see their mistakes as proof of failure, instead of proof that they are doing something genuinely difficult.
Yes. Learning a language as an adult is hard. It requires your brain to build entirely new pathways. Of course it takes time. Of course it is uncomfortable.
And discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that something is growing.
I love that. Discomfort as growth.
Always. And one more thing I think really matters. Stop comparing your English to native speakers.
Oh, this one is big.
Enormous. So many learners measure themselves against people who have spoken this language their entire lives and then feel bad when they do not match up. That is like a person who just started running feeling bad because they cannot keep up with a professional athlete.
Well, the comparison makes no sense, and yet everyone does it.
Exactly. You did the thing. The awkward 3 seconds in the middle do not erase the fact that you showed up and communicated.
I feel significantly better about yesterday now.
Good. That is the point. Okay, let us move into our word tour.
Yes! Let us go through the most useful words from today.
And as always, listen first and then repeat with us.
Our first word, anxiety.
Anxiety means a feeling of worry, nervousness, or fear about something that might happen. For example, many English learners experience anxiety when speaking in front of others. Or her anxiety about making mistakes was making it harder to actually speak.
Repeat, anxiety.
Anxiety. Next, confidence.
Confidence means a feeling of trust in your own abilities. For example, speaking more often is the fastest way to build real confidence. Or, confidence in English does not come from studying. It comes from using the language.
Repeat. Confidence.
Confidence. Next, fluent.
Fluent means able to speak a language easily and naturally without stopping to think much. For example, she became fluent after living abroad for 2 years. Or, fluency is not perfection. It is the ability to communicate smoothly and naturally.
Next, hesitation.
Hesitation means a pause or delay before doing or saying something because you are uncertain or nervous. For example, a little hesitation is completely normal when speaking a second language. Or, the moment he stopped worrying about hesitation, his English actually improved.
Repeat. Hesitation.
Hesitation. And our final word today, perfectionism.
Perfectionism means the habit of only being satisfied with the highest standard and feeling bad when you fall short of it. For example, perfectionism is one of the biggest enemies of language learning. Or, she let go of perfectionism and started enjoying English conversations for the first time.
Repeat. Perfectionism.
And those were your words for today. Anxiety, confidence, fluent, hesitation, and perfectionism. All of them directly connected to the conversation we had today.
And honestly, every single one of them is something I felt yesterday at that gathering.
And now you have the words to describe exactly what happened, which means next time you can name it, understand it, and move through it faster.
That is genuinely useful.
That is the goal. And here is your challenge for today, everyone. Tell us in the comments about a time you felt stressed or nervous about speaking English. What happened? How did it feel?
We read every single comment. You are not alone in this. We promise.
And if today's episode helped you, please subscribe so you never miss a new episode.
Give us a like and share this with someone who needs to hear that their English stress is normal and it gets better.
See you tomorrow with a brand new episode.
Yes, we are back tomorrow.
And if there is a topic you want us to cover in our next video, tell us in the comments right now. We will make an episode just for you. Until tomorrow, be patient with yourself. Learning a language is one of the bravest things a person can do.
And every imperfect sentence is proof that you are doing it. Goodbye, everyone.
See you tomorrow. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Explore English Podcast, your favorite place to learn real, useful English through natural, everyday conversations. I am Hina.
And I am Sam. And Hina, I got a message last night that I have not been able to stop thinking about.
A message? From who?
From my uncle. He is 53 years old.
आगे का पार्ट देखने के लिए अकाउंट को फॉलो जरूर करो